Welcome to a story that answers life's most profound questions. Where did we come from? Why is the world the way it is today? And how did it all begin? This is the story of creation, the fall, and humanity's first steps away from God. A tale that shaped the foundation of faith and the essence of who we are. In the next 10 minutes, we'll journey through a breathtaking account of how the universe came to be. The tragic moment that changed everything, and the unshakable hope woven into God's plan for the world. So settle in as we step into the pages of Genesis, where it all begins. In the very beginning, before time as we know it existed, there was nothing. No sun, no stars, no land, and no people. Just an infinite void, waiting for something incredible to happen. And then God spoke. With just a word, God brought light into the darkness, and the universe awakened. "Let there be light," he said, and light obeyed. God separated light from darkness, creating day and night. It was the first day of creation, and it was good. On the second day, God continued his work. He created the heavens, stretching out a vast expanse to separate the waters above from the waters below. This expanse became the sky, endless and blue. By the third day, God commanded the waters to gather in one place, allowing dry ground to appear. He called the dry land earth, and the waters seas. But God didn't stop there. He adorned the earth with life, plants of every kind, from towering trees to delicate flowers. Lush fields and fragrant gardens spread across the land, each plant full of seeds to ensure its growth. It was a masterpiece, and God saw it was good. On the fourth day, God filled the heavens with lights to mark the passage of time. He placed the sun in the sky to govern the day, and the moon to shine at night. He scattered countless stars across the heavens, each one a brilliant reminder of his power and creativity. The universe sparkled with beauty, and it was good. The fifth day brought even more life. God filled the seas with swarms of fish and magnificent creatures, from playful dolphins to powerful whales. He filled the skies with birds, their wings beating against the air as they soared through the heavens. With a blessing, God said to them, "Be fruitful and multiply." The waters and the skies came alive, and God saw that it was good. Then came the sixth day, a day unlike any other. God created animals to roam the earth, majestic lions, gentle lambs, swift deer, and so many more. Each one was unique, perfectly crafted for its place on the land. But God wasn't finished. He had saved the most extraordinary part of his creation for last. He said, "Let us make mankind in our image, in our likeness, so they may rule over the fish in the sea, the birds in the sky, and every living thing that moves on the earth." And so God formed man from the dust of the ground and breathed into him the breath of life. This man, Adam, became a living being, made in the very likeness of God. But God saw that it was not good for Adam to be alone. So God caused Adam to fall into a deep sleep, and from one of Adam's ribs, he created a woman, Eve, to be his companion. God blessed them both and gave them a home unlike any other, the Garden of Eden. It was paradise, a place of perfect harmony. Rivers flowed through the garden, nourishing every tree and plant. Among the trees were two that stood out, the tree of life and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. God told Adam and Eve, "You are free to eat from any tree in the garden, but you must not eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. For when you eat from it, you will surely die." For a time, everything was perfect. Adam and Eve walked with God in the cool of the day, tending to the garden and enjoying its beauty. They had everything they could ever need. But as we all know, perfection rarely lasts. One day, the serpent entered the garden. It was a cunning and deceitful creature, more crafty than any of the animals God had made. The serpent approached Eve and began to twist God's words. "Did God really say you must not eat from any tree in the garden?" it asked, its voice dripping with doubt. Eve replied, "We may eat fruit from the trees in the garden. But God said, we must not eat from the tree in the middle of the garden. We must not even touch it, or we will die." The serpent's eyes gleamed as it spoke again. "You will not surely die. God knows that when you eat from it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like him, knowing good and evil." Eve looked at the fruit on the forbidden tree. It was beautiful, tempting, and full of promise. The serpent's words had planted a seed of doubt and desire in her heart. She reached out, took the fruit, and ate it. Then she gave some to Adam, who was with her, and he ate it too. The moment they ate the fruit, everything changed. Their eyes were opened, and, for the first time, they felt shame. They realized they were naked and quickly tried to cover themselves with fig leaves. The innocence they once had was gone. That evening, they heard the sound of God walking in the garden. Fear gripped their hearts, and they hid among the trees. God called out, "Where are you?" Adam replied, "I heard you in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, so I hid." God asked, "Who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten from the tree I commanded you not to eat from?" Adam pointed to Eve and said, "The woman you put here with me, she gave me the fruit, and I ate it." Eve, in turn, pointed to the serpent. "The serpent deceived me, and I ate," she said. God's heart was heavy. Turning to the serpent, he declared, "Because you have done this, you are cursed above all animals. You will crawl on your belly and eat dust all your days. I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your offspring and hers. He will crush your head, and you will strike his heel." To Eve, God said, "I will greatly increase your pain in childbearing. You will desire your husband, but he will rule over you." To Adam, God said, "Because you listened to your wife and ate from the tree I commanded you not to, the ground is cursed because of you. By painful toil, you will eat from it all the days of your life. You will return to the dust from which you came." Despite their disobedience, God showed mercy. He made garments of skin to clothe Adam and Eve, covering their shame. But they could no longer stay in Eden. God banished them from the garden, placing cherubim with a flaming sword to guard the way to the tree of life. Yet, even in this tragic moment, God gave a promise. One day, the offspring of the woman would defeat the serpent, restoring what was lost. This is the story of humanity's beginning, a story of creation, brokenness, and the enduring hope of redemption. And so the story of the beginning continues to echo through our lives today, a tale of creation, loss, and the hope that can only be found in God's redemptive love. Though Adam and Eve's choice set the stage for a broken world, God's plan for restoration has never wavered. If this story touched your heart, or made you reflect on the deeper meaning of life, we invite you to be part of this journey with us. For more inspiring Bible stories and teachings, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to sharing more stories from the heart of Scripture with you soon.